Everybody, run for your life. It's a dog man, I tell you. It's a dog man. I saw it. Oh.
Hey everybody, it's the Shake, back to another video. These Dark Adventures. Oh boy. Now I'm gonna be real with you. When I first started watching her, I was like, maybe she's not faking. Maybe she really does see the things that she says she does. You know, whether it's Bigfoot or shadow figures in the woods or clickers or tree fairies, Winnie the Pooh. Maybe she really does think that she's seen these things. But after watching the last couple of videos, well, I can say I was dead wrong. She's faking. And yes, I can prove it. One of the rarest creatures ever is in one of her videos, caught on a camera and a thermal camera. And oh boy, brace yourself. It's terrifying. And remember guys, if you see, have a theory, thought, question, put it in the comments and you could wind up in the shapeshift for this very video where you become the debunker. Sounds like fun? Now, let me bring the creature to you. The creature that has terrorized us since the caveman days. You've probably heard of it.
We ain't talking about that wimp Sasquatch, ladies and gentlemen. We're talking about Batsquatch. Come on now. Ben, I appreciate you and I apologize as well.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Not Sasquatch, but Batsquatch. Blows my mind how in every video that Dee makes, there's all these different creatures that are after her, that are real. You know, something that with science would be like, you know, maybe we better check this out. All these creatures are following this one lady. She's getting it all on camera. The government will come down there, quarantine that whole area off, if that was real. And you know it. Let's get into this video. So let me set up the clip for you. Dee's driving down the road and she sees a dead tree stump, pretty good sized one. And a Batsquatch has camouflaged itself to look like the dead tree stump. Now to set this clip up, I gotta tell you about dead tree stumps. If you've ever been around one, you could take your hand and punch through the bark and the wood itself. It's so rotted and waterlogged, and you can pick a big piece of the wood itself up and it'll crumble in your hands. It's just weak, a dead stump. But let's watch the clip.
I go back to look for the Batsquatch.
What is that? It won't focus. It looks like a tree, guys, but it's not. There's an ear, there's the eyes, and I was driving by and seen it, and I had to pull back, and it's just sitting there. It won't focus.
It won't focus because it's a poor quality camera. It's nighttime, and you're aiming at a tree stump.
Wait, bark. Nah, nah.
Only on YouTube, ladies and gentlemen, can you see somebody looking at a dead tree stump and tell you right to your face that it is a Batsquatch. I gotta be real, had I said that in a video, you would never see me on social media again because I would be ashamed of myself. Moving on.
Nah, nah. Nah. Hello? No! Nope, it just blinked. No!
Let's slow it down and see if it blinked. Nope. Let's zoom in. No, it didn't blink.
Hello? Stick's breaking, dude. I can't. Okay. Hi.
And a cone head, bat-like face, something on its back, looking at you as well. And now here she's saying that the head slightly moves. So I decided to slow it down. Is the head moving? Is it moving at all? No, I think it's the camera moving.
And only on YouTube can you say its head moved, its eyes blinked, and all that other stuff, and nobody questions it. Or do they? Let's go through some comments real quick, because I found a striking difference between a normal person coming across their video and a paid member. Let's take a look.
Maria Rivera writes, "What in the world am I looking at? I'm sorry, I just don't see anything but a big pile of wood."
Maria spitting absolute facts.
Trey writes, "I can't see a thing."
Except a big tree stump.
Eric writes, "Really? Another scary tree stump? Ridiculous."
Wait, there's more than one?
Just James and Riffs write, "D, you are losing your god dang mind. Show me. Outline the beast. But D."
I told you so, now I told you.
Non-compliant writes, "Is this a joke?"
I'm afraid not. Non-compliant.
Thrill Billy writes, "Effing fake."
Thrill Billy, you should sub to me.
Hogarth writes, "Somebody help me with what the F I'm looking at."
Hogarth, it's a tree stump.
Vlad writes, "Stop with the drama, please. Be normal, please."
Well said, Vlad. Oh, by the way, watch out for Lee.
Sherry writes, "I think I saw what you were seeing and the eyes were definitely moving. They have always been known to freeze when spotted. This is so cool."
Absolutely, Sherry. Tree stumps have been known to freeze for very long periods of time.
Kirsty writes, "Wow, what an amazing capture. It's mind-blowing when they freeze. Some seem to run, but you caught lots that freeze and try to merge into whatever is near them. It blows my mind. When you zoom in, it's the blinking eyes that give it away. Thank you, Dee, for this amazing capture."
Yes, Kirsty. They don't move because she's in the woods filming, you guessed it, trees.
Lydia writes, "I losing my mind because I don't see what everyone is talking about. I see a giant brown tan rock. I do see dark faces in the bushes, but to say I heard something hunched over, I don't see it, and I'm one of her original Hawkeyes. Someone please explain to me because I don't see it."
I think Lydia here is the only honest member that you have, Dee. Like, at least she's being honest.
Lisa says, "Whoa, I don't know what that was, but it sure looked like something."
Let's not get overly descriptive there, Lisa.
Good Girls Neil writes, "Hi everyone. This has been reported different situations where they literally blend with their surroundings. It's unbelievable and amazing. They have many abilities we do not understand."
You're right, good girls that kneel. They do have abilities. Some we don't understand. You're absolutely right. Because scientifically, they don't exist.
Easy Breezy writes, "When you rode by, did you stop or get any pictures? So hard to see, but amazing. I didn't know that they can freeze like that. Wow, could you draw on a pic and show us where his head and arms are? Thanks."
I can't. I just can't do it. Easy breezy, beautiful cover girl.
However, lucky for us, after those fantastic comments, Dee went back to that exact tree stump in the daytime to show that it was indeed a bat squatch, and it must have flew off when they left because the dead tree stump changed, and the very distinguishing characteristics, which was that big bat head, it's gone now. But let's take a look.
Finally, we get the new footage of the tree stump in the daytime.
Let's talk loud because you can't talk. The face, all pointed out side by side, but the face was right down here looking behind that grass, this tree here.
I sure hope that she shows us the ground around the tree stump.
And it was blended in. And its shoulders was up here, and it just looked totally different. But side by side, and it doesn't look nowhere near the same thing. But I don't know, you guys take it. And then all the other eye shine and the noises around it as I was recording, it was weird. Anyway, I leave it up to you. Oh, yeah, it don't look great. Don't look the same.
Well, I guess we don't get to see the ground, but at least we get this nice side-by-side that we're about to take a deep dive and compare.
So remember earlier in the video when I said that tree stumps that are dead like that are waterlogged and mushy and easy to mush and destroy? Well, this big one, it's the same thing applies. See, while she's recording the video, we never get to see the ground around the stump either. She makes sure to keep it up at the stump. Not one spot on the ground do we get to see. Why is that? Because you would probably see the bat head, which is pareidolia, laying on the ground somewhere, and bits of bark and all that stuff. She took the one thing that, if it would have still been there, they would have said, look, it hasn't changed. So all she done, walked over, knocked it off. But let's CSI this thing right now.
Let's start by removing both tree stumps. That's the thing about technology, ladies and gentlemen. We can cut them and move them. Now, let's bring the two stumps together. Now, there's only really one difference, and it's that part that she says looks like a head. I lined them up, and you can basically see that the difference is the little head-looking extension that sticks out of the log. And, proving that it wasn't a bat squatch, you can clearly see right here that something has been broken off. And it's that thing that she thinks looks like a head that would have went right there. And anybody that knows what a dead tree does, they're easy to break. You can break that stuff with your hand. And I can see why she thinks it looks like a bat, pareidolia. You can look here. Yeah, I could see a bat, I guess. But you can see anything else as well. But this part right here shows exactly where it broke off. Freshly broken off because of how dark it is on the tree stump. Dead tree stumps, they got a dry look to them, except when you find spots that are freshly broken off, because there's moisture down in them, and you can tell that something was freshly broken off here.
Put your thoughts, theories, and questions down below for the follow-up video if you want to. And now we're done with the bat squatch, and we're going dead to the Dogman. Not Wolfman, Dogman. Apparently, it's not just bat squatches, clickers, elves, and leprechauns, but dogmen are after her as well. But she can't win for losing. And when I tell you I completely debunked her big time, multiple times, oh boy. Well, without further ado.
Dee here can't win for losing. She caught Dogman returning to her home on thermal, as if, the bat squatch ain't bad enough. You know what I mean?
What's going on again, guys? I've got this large thing that keeps coming back, and it sounds like it's gonna tear my floor up, my roof up, right? So I'm going to set out.
Listen closely to this growl.
Set out. Set out. I'm gonna set my thermal camera up and set you guys in front of it and leave it.
Remember, her videos are sponsored by adventurers like you. That plays into later.
So yeah,
Comment below, do these two separate growls sound identical?
out. Out.
The growling in your video, both growls sound eerily similar. But guys, that's not even the unbelievable part. They're stomping around on her roof as well. More than likely, she's got somebody right off camera standing on the roof, walking back and forth, stomping around. Or she could have done it herself. Left a camera beside her bed in the house, went up there and done it herself, then overlaid the sound and pretend like she's hearing it. But one part of her video, the Dogman, speaks to her in perfect English. I kid you not. Let's keep going. Can't wait to see that thermal camera.
I don't know, man. You guys are like, she don't hate it or she wouldn't keep recording it. No, I'm going to record it because a lot of scientists want to know what's going on. They're trying to figure it out. And two, I don't do any of this for the views.
Oh, she claims that scientists want her to keep recording and stuff, and that she doesn't do it for the views. 2 lies. Good job, D. That's 2 lies. Now, views may not be your sole purpose, but don't you have members on your channel that are tied to your YouTube channel? Blows my mind. She's like, if nobody was watching your stuff, you would not post it, and you know that. Like I said, it may not be your sole motivator, but it is a motivator, period. And as far as scientists, I'd have to see that to believe it. Especially when I point out this in the video and debunk you. They're not even going to come by to your place to waste their time.
I've done this for a long time, and I decided to start YouTube and show all my paranormal stuff, and it's just gotten progressive.
So even if it wasn't for YouTube and my willingly to share, I don't do anything for the clicks because I don't get clicks. You know, I've got my loyal ones that'll watch everything, but most of my subscribers came from my shorts, so they're not too big on the...
Daggone, dude, you're just full of fids today, ain't you? Or tonight, rather. I don't do it for clicks or views or any... They're coming from my shorts. It still funnels them into your longer formatted videos, even with your shorts. And then people watch, and they possibly become members and support you financially. Stop the cap.
I gotta check the footage for the thermal. No hissing. Don't do that.
Oh no! The dogmen are wallacking on her roof.
Hello? Can you say hello back? Flip you guys around. Time is not good. Plus my lights want to die. Like that.
Now, she said this is a dogman staring through her window. That is a mask inside her room.
Now, I've seen this before, D. I know what you're doing. See, she shows a little wolf head, dog head, that's supposed to be outside looking into her window. But that's not what it is, because when you line the 2 shots up of the wolf head and then her shining a light out the window, it's way up on the other side of the house, way up toward the roof. Why would a head be floating up there? It makes no sense. It's a reflection. Get this, from inside Dee's room. Let's CSI this.
Alright, here's Dogman's face from inside her room, and it's just reflecting on the window. But at first I thought, well, maybe it's just something outside that looks like a face. And when I overlaid the images here, I was like, well, yeah, it could be, but it looks too much like a dogman. I think there is a mask inside her room right over there, right off camera. So, this is supposed to be our dogman standing outside. But let me tell you why I don't believe that. Look right here. You can see the dogman's face because the dogman ain't outside. The dogman is on the inside of her bedroom, and it looks like it's outside. But that's a reflection on the window from inside her house. Comment your thoughts below, but finally, now we get to see the thermal camera stuff, and I'm really looking forward to completely debunking it.
My neighbor's not home for me to say anything to him.
Now, she says she's using her phone to get audio, and later on, she doesn't even use the audio.
If anything walks by, it'll catch it. Oh my God.
Nice editing, D. Too bad I can't read it.
Hello? Are there more of you down here?
We're getting close to the good stuff. Now, D here thinks that her reactions from the things walking on her roof and the dogmen and the fairies and the furries and all that stuff. She thinks her reactions are cute and adorable. They're cringe, especially when you know they're fake, because she staged in her videos. And I'm about to show you a debunk or two.
Oh, what's that? What are you?
That light, D, is Dogman gas.
I heard it land.
I gotta say, guys, this is the worst camera movement I've ever seen in my life.
Dude. I don't. Guys, I don't like it. I don't dislike it. Part of me enjoys it and feels grateful, but at the other time, I'm just like, what are you doing? Are you gonna get me?
My roof is an out to cave in. An out.
I'd be the first one to tell you that my grammar sucks. I can't spell good. But compared to D, I'm an astrophysicist. Oh, here comes this great part, guys, where the dog dude, Wolfman, tells D, he says, yeah, in plain English. Not fake at all. Take a look.
If you're out there, can you make a sign? Can you show me an orb form?
You're absolutely right, D. An orb would be very impressive. Wait, no it wouldn't. You've already caught bat squatches walking on your roof. Moving on.
Sorry guys, the way I've got the screen this time is not good. Plus my lights want to die. Like that.
It's clever. She's pretending like this Wolfman is looking in through her window, but that is a mask on the inside of her room.
If anything walks by, it'll catch it.
Oh, you hear all these big creatures, mythical creatures all around you all the time, and you have a bunch on your roof right now. Whatever you do, D, don't call the cops like any normal sane person who was fearful for their life because the dogman is on their roof. No, just stand there and go, oh God, oh, breathe. Shut up.
There is no audio for this footage. It's from my night vision camera, infrared. So there's no audio, just video footage that I recorded.
The new footage that you recorded. Huh. Oh, and no audio. Remember how she was going to put her phone there to get the audio, and conveniently enough, now we don't have none?
And grab some screenshots. I catch one of these guys walking by, amongst other things, and I've got to remind you, my window from their point is 7.5 plus 8 foot tall. I don't have the phone angled. I've done my best I could. So I just stuck this up hoping this will help. I'm not sure, but whatever I caught has me terrified.
3 hours of condensed footage D is about to put on your screen right now. The 3-hour video shrunk to the best bits. And also, she says, I'm dozing off at this point at 6:43. The time is in the top right-hand corner. This will make sense later because, well, if you haven't spotted it already, the timeline on the thermal camera don't make much sense.
Here it comes, ladies and gentlemen, the moment of truth. Now, I want you to close your eyes with me right now. I want you to picture in your head what a dog squatch would look like. Do you got it? Probably muscular, probably like Bigfoot or a werewolf, but it's got a dog head. You know, big broad muscles. Now, let's look at reality.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you're about to see the Dogman. Now, I want you to remember what you thought the Dogman would look like, okay? Because here he comes. There's the Dogman right there on the thermal camera. Oh my goodness, I can't help it. Looks more like Winnie the Pooh or a furry. And it, conveniently enough, you see the Dogman here, and his mouth doesn't move. It stays open. Look at that, right there. It's almost as if Dogman is wearing a mask. Dee said the camera was aimed straight out the window. It wasn't on no downward angle. Here's her window, right? So she said the camera line of sight would have been straight out, not on no downward angle, which means the creature would have been really tall. But it wasn't. You can tell by the thermal it was aimed like this angle. Now, you see the difference in size that would make as opposed to it being on a downward angle? There's a big difference there.
So she tells a big fib like she's really good at. She said the camera was straight out the window. It wasn't on a down angle. So the creature had to be like 8 feet tall, 9 feet tall. And you can see through the thermal imager that the camera was on a down angle. You can see the top of its head. If it's a side view straight on, you wouldn't see the top of its head. Does that make sense? Now, as if Dogman wasn't scary enough, she catches something much more horrifying. Ooh, this is going to chill you to the bone. Take a look.
Now, Dee said she was asleep, and here comes the creature that nobody knows what it is, but it's got a good heat signature, and that's the cool thing about it. Right here, look at that. And when I saw this creature, I was like, I've seen this before. It looks so familiar to me, and there it is right there. And you guys probably look at this and say, yeah, that is pretty familiar. Here's why Dogman's mouth don't move, because it's a mask. There's a lot of different masks you can get, and this one looks pretty good. There's masks you can get like this as well. But look at the head to body ratio. The body's tiny compared to the head. It should look more like this. Now, you can't really tell exactly which Dogman mask it is, but you can definitely take about any Dogman mask and put it over this. I mean, there's all kinds of them that you can get for fairly cheap prices, but we're going more in depth.
The Dogman is nothing more than a costume. You can tell by the head ratio to the body that it's a person wearing a costume. Not much different than a furry. I know I'm making that like a joke, but no, it's not much different. The thermal heat camera doesn't even look right on it. It's cool in the whole back of its head, yet the front part's got a little bit of heat in the eyes. It doesn't look like what an animal would look like under heat, thermal camera imaging. But I know what you're wondering. What about the second figure? The hideous one that you said you debunked? Are you sure you're ready for it? Take a look.
Now, the reason I think it's a costume is look how less hot the heat is compared to an actual dog on a thermal camera. You can see how bright red the dog's body heat is. Now look at this. Yellow. The only heated part is around the eyes. Where the human would be looking at the mask. And this creature. Have you guys solved it yet? Because I did. Let's find out what this is. Look at that. Wow. That's Dee. But Dee's asleep. How could this be possible? Well, look at this timeline. The heat vision says 7:04 p.m. Same date. Then there's a cut. And then when they go back to heat vision, look what time it is. 7:01. And then there's another cut. And then when it goes back to heat vision, 7:02. And this is in order shown through the video.
The reason I bring it up is, well, I mean, it's 7:03 p.m. Now, when the creepy stuff happens, there's a cut. It's 6:41. We went back in time. That was my cut there, but I wanted to just show you the crazy time differences. There at 6:50, you can see a furry. And at 6:50 and 6:51, you can see a strange figure. Not strange. Now it's 7:03. It jumps all over the place. It's not in order or anything. It's mind-blowing what you can catch when you actually pay attention to it a bit, huh? Now comment below your theories, your thoughts, your questions right down below, and I will use them in the shapeshift, the follow-up video, because I'm sure you guys got a lot to say on this one. But if you see something I missed, let us know. Join Debunkers Anonymous on Facebook, where we talk debunker 24 hours, 7 days a week. Love you guys, each and every one of you. Appreciate you. And I'll see you in the next video. Y'all come back now, you hear? Peace.